Okay, we're back with another little update from the last time we did this. We skipped along quite a bit in the name of time because we are running out of time rapidly. We've got about 10 days to finish this truck up and head out of here if we want to be on time going down to Quartzsite. So anyways, I'll show you a little bit of where we're at right now. Working on this truck, getting the deck on. We've got our side skirts on, and then we've got to get this thing painted. So we'll spin her around here. Work's progressing slowly. It's progressing. So as you've seen, we had Dennis was cutting out the hole there for the airbags. For the deck now, we have decided to go with a twin airbag system for our lift. In there, we're going to put the two airbags now. Originally, we were setting everything up on a single airbag system. It was just not secure enough for my liking. So, anyways, at this point, we've got the skirts on. We've got the back closed in. New wire and harness put in. Our doors made. And we got her drop back down on the ground again to be able to paint this thing. So our lift, we've got it kind of pretty well done. We won't know how well it's going to work until we go to load the bike. I got one little thing left to make, and that's tie down ears off of the sled. But so far, there's the lift. All painted up and ready to go on this deck when we get her done, hooked back up. And with any luck, it'll all work the way we planned it. So this is where we're at right now. It's about 8 o'clock at night. Some late nights in the shop. And hopefully within the next day or two, I'm going to be able to start getting on painting this thing. Got some help over. Shane in the back corner there, you know him, that's his son. And then Dennis and Tabor on the other side working. So, anywho, that's it for this little update. And as we get further on finishing, we'll do some more. Hey guys, there we go again. Back in the shop this morning. I'm going to give you a little walkthrough on what we've got accomplished. We're basically a week out from leaving of our timeline that we figured we were going to go. I got a feeling we're going to be a little bit late, but hopefully not too much. We've still got a pile of work to do on this thing, but it has progressed pretty good. I'm going to turn things around here, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough on what we've done, what we got accomplished since our last little update when we were just getting the decking on. So here we go. Let me spin this thing around. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the decking all on now. That was the hole for the airbags there for the bike lift that you've seen Dennis cutting out of the plate with the airlines in it now. We got airlines run for the back. We got the wiring for harness run to the back. All this here for the trailer hitch and an auxiliary airline, trailer wiring. That's going to be our little cubby. And anyway, since then as well, last night we managed to get the water tanks up in place and the back panel made. Now, I know you can't really see the tanks there. We'll see them when I take this apart, and another little update I'll do, and you'll see how we got the tanks there. But anyways, just as a quick little walkthrough here, keep you updated. We built everything in shop. So any of you guys wanting to do something like this, if you've got a place to work, a welder, plasma cutter is handy, but that Diablo steel blade that I mentioned before, it cut that 1/4 inch checker plate, no problem. So cutting steel, it's a great option if you don't have any other way, and it's a lot nicer than using a plasma cutter or the torch. But some basic skills, you guys can do this. The only thing I would suggest is you plan a lot more time than I had to do it. I would really wish that I had about another week to 2 weeks to really be able to do it up and make some, you know, the plans and changes and everything that we wanted, and take a little more time doing it. But that's something we can always come across if it isn't the way we want it, and update it and change it a little bit next year when we do have a lot more time. Because I'm basically right now 1 week out from our planned leaving date, and I still got to paint. So I'm hoping to start getting back on blocking this thing out and painting it up tomorrow. Start to block it and paint it tomorrow. Today will be the last day, hopefully, of fabrication. Everything takes a lot longer than you figure it's going to. If you think it's going to take a day to do it, you better plan 2. Especially when you're not working off of any kind of a blueprint. You do what we do and just wing it. So, quick little rundown. We come down here, this little door on the back is our little ramp cubby. And there's our ramps. They're 8-foot ramps, and they slide all the way across the back of the bed here in their own little cubby, and they're safe for storage and out of the way. If you've noticed, our corners, I got some cleaning up, but we've had to weld plates in because I don't have the luxury of a nice brake that I can bend this stuff. Another thing I know I don't like myself either, and I'm sure you guys out there are gonna go, well, why'd you use piano hinges on the back, on the face here? Originally they were supposed to go inside and be hidden, but they just would not work the way I wanted the doors to swing and be hidden inside and be able to fully open the door right around. They would only come 90 degrees, and I'd prefer them. So in the name of time, we went with putting them on like this, and next year I can probably plan put some of the more of the marine style chrome ones top and bottom, and just have to do a bit of a repaint, but that's all doable. So this is just our back toolbox. It's a nice big box, big space. We'll eventually put shelves in it to make it a little more useful. Now come on up here to the front box. Now this one here is going to be our wet bay for fresh water. You can see we got our pump in there, our valve to hook on to the hose. That valve we will hook a hose on. The switch just above there, you can see we will turn on the pump, and that will pump the water out of the truck and into the trailer. Will give us an extra 100 gallons of fresh water. We just got to do the actual piping in there yet. That's a minor thing. So the fill, I got an RV style fill plug that's going to go right here, and we'll hook from the water station, we'll hook onto the hose there, and that will fill the 100-gallon tank. So, which are, if you can not really see them, but they are back behind that guard. So then when we come over to this side, you'll see we have another big toolbox. This is fairly large. They actually worked out a lot larger than I kind of thought they were gonna in the beginning. So this one too as well is just a large toolbox. Again, do shelves, stuff, probably put in a holder to carry the extra propane tank for the trailer in there, so we have extra propane as well. So then we're going to carry along, and we're going to come to this front one, and this other side front bay here, lights out, other side front bay here is going to be the the opposite side of the other one, of course. And it will be the gray / black water tank control side. So we will have our sewer dump valve come out here. We can put the sewer hose on too. I've got 2 valves. This is going to be a pull valve right on the fitting. There is also another valve up under there on the bottom of the tank. You can just barely see it right there. As a primary sewer valve. This will be the secondary sewer valve down here. Hopefully trying to eliminate, so when you take the cap off, you know, you don't get any nice nasty stuff. So then there's a 3/4 valve and a connection for the hose that'll go in this holder. And that there will go to the macerator pump to the trailer. So we will pump from the trailer through the connection that's going to go here up into the tank, and then we will drain through the 3-inch sewer line back down out here and drain the tank. This setup will have the air valve control and a manual winch valve control here that will run the airbags for the bike lift and the winch for the bike lift. Now the winch control here will be basically a backup secondary, as the winch has a remote, and that's how we will get around the truck to operate the winch and keep an eye on the bike. That's the controls up in there for the winch, and we got a little bit more hooking up and finishing to do with that. So basically that's the highlight of what we've got done so far. I'll just take a little trip up on the deck here. And show you the tanks from what we can show you behind the guards. So there's the water tanks. They're all framed in a frame. Fresh water on top of the black water. Both 100-gallon tanks. Plumbing for one will be down this end. You can see some of the fittings there. That's the fresh water. You won't be able to see the gray water. Black water is there in the bottom tank. And this side, did it that way, of course, in hopes to keep everything separate so you don't contaminate no fresh water. We will, well, we got these marks here on the back pan. I will put a couple holes, and I will have a sight glass, a tube used as a sight glass up the side there, so I can see when the gray black tank is getting full. So hopefully we don't have any accidents. But anyways, we use the sheeting across the back. I just wanted a cleaner look to make it nice and clean, so when it's all painted up, the tanks are hidden and you got a clean look. So this is the look from our deck view. Airbags and the hitch. So that's about all for this update, guys. It's spin you back around here. That's about all for this update. Like I say, we're only a week out from our set leave date, but if we're going to be late, we're going to be late. The reason at this point I'm not going to abandon the project and go with the 1 ton is because we are this close. Really, I can have the truck easily, well, shouldn't say that. Hopefully have the truck all painted up and back together and ready to go by next week, but there's other factors involved too. We still have to take it down, have it safetied. We might be held up a day or two, or who knows how long, waiting for the mechanic to be able to get it in to do that. Then we still have to go over to the ministry, get it changed over to RV, so it's no longer commercial service. It'll be registered as a motorhome. And then hook up and away we go. So I'll keep you updated. Hopefully we're going to be on time, or at least reasonably close to our leaving time. So that's all for now. When I get a little bit further along, we'll do another update again as usual, and till then, we'll talk to you later. All right, here we go with another update. This is 20 after 11 Friday night from the update I did this morning. We are now done all the fabrication on this truck, we hope. So, give you a little quick tour of what was accomplished today to finish up. And tomorrow we'll start on body and paint again. And hopefully in a few days we'll have this thing painted. So we'll turn around here. So there you can see the tanks are in place. They were in place with our update this morning, but I had the cover on them. We've taken it off to paint it, and we've also added some supports to carry the weight of the tanks when the top one's full of fresh water. We've since touched up the paint in spots here and there. We've done a little bit of plumbing. Tough to see in there, but anyways, we've done a little bit of the plumbing in there. Boys all over there getting all cleaned up. For, you know, they got to be pretty. So we'll go around and show you the other side that we did the sewer box. Got it plumbed in. Got the sewer valve plumbed in, the other hoses, wires, valve brackets, stuff like that, all done today, and they'll be hooked up after it's painted. So just a quick little update. Tanks all up, tanks all done, sheets over there painted. Made another little bracket in here. Oh, that's good. Okay, there we go. Some light. Hold the propane tank, a little ring and a bracket so we can carry an extra 30 pounds of propane stuck in there nice and secure. So as far as we know, all the manufacturing on this deck now is done, and we're going to move forward as we've got 1 week from today to hopefully finish this thing up and be done. So from now on, we'll give you updates as we progress. Talk to you later.